Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Thomas Meunier card to review today. So he actually looks like a pretty solid card for different reasons, and we're going to be getting into it right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at someone that is 6'3", high work rates, 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, which, to be fair, is actually really nice to have playing in the fullback area because, in my opinion, man, fullbacks that have medium high work rates are the best ones, man. Like I'm really not a huge fan of the high mediums or high lows, right? So very good work rates for a card like Thomas Meunier, and he has very good base card stats too. In regards to traits, he even has the outside foot shot trait. So, if you ever find yourself in a situation where he actually does get into an area where he can shoot with that trait, could be pretty nice, right? In regards to his in-games, he's got 87 acceleration, 97 sprint speed. Okay. Shooting on the card, he actually has pretty good shooting stats for a fullback for base card stats, so you don't necessarily need to improve it. If he finds himself in an area where he could potentially shoot, could be pretty solid, to be fair. Passing on the card actually looks great for base card stats as well. Don't necessarily need to improve it. However, the one that I'm kind of thinking of so far right now, chemistry styles, it's a very strange one because I'm kind of thinking an engine, but at the same time, do I want to increase the defense to be as perfect as possible? Maybe, right? Because it really depends on how you want to line up with this card because Thomas Meunier has a lot of potential to actually play in one of the midfield positions because of the fact that he is a 4-star high 6'3" player with 99 stamina and like pretty good stats all around, right? The only problem that I'm seeing with Thomas Meunier's card is his dribbling. So engine comes to mind right away. Now I don't know if that's what it would be right away. Thomas Meunier, I thought Thomas Meunier wasn't even on here yet. Yeah, most people are giving him an engine and anchor. That's the two chemistry styles that I was thinking about as well. The anchor, right, is giving him a +10 for aggression, +10 for jumping, as well as the pace, while also boosting defensive stats. So, in my opinion, the way that I'm seeing this, right, is I feel like the dribbling you would probably just have to compensate for if you're going to be using him as an actual fullback. But at the same time, because I feel like this, right, if you were to give him an engine chemistry style, I still feel like you're going to feel those base characteristics of poor dribbling. You know what I'm saying? But if you give him an anchor chemistry style and you're boosting that aggression as well as the pace with the defensive stats, I feel like you'd be looking at a very solid fullback. So what we're going to be doing first is I want to go ahead and give him the anchor chemistry style to see how that's going to work out on the card, right? His base card stats for defending and physical is great, right? So that's why I'm going to give him an engine first. No, I'm going to give him an engine first because if I give him an engine, I can see whether or not his defending is good enough. But it's tough to say, man, because aggression for defending, I'm telling you guys this right now, aggression for defending is so big when you have pace as well. You guys know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. Like I'm looking at this 5 acceleration, 2 sprint speed, 10 aggression, while being a player who is high in average and 6'3". But then again, the running could be influenced by the agility and balance being as it is. I can also see this card being used as a center back, by the way. Is nice little hybridized center back, fullback. A couple of different variables, but we're gonna see what we're gonna be lined up with for Thomas Meunier, but I do actually see him being used as a center back as well. I will say that right off the bat. So, I guess the way that we're going to be trying out the card different ways is, because this is a very interesting card in my opinion, we're going to go ahead and try him out in the fullback area with just balance instructions, just to try out some generic stuff with the card. Going to go ahead and put Douglas Costa in the team up here, just in case I actually feel like using him. We'll put, we'll leave it just like that. That's fine. Thomas Meunier will play on the right side, balance instructions. We'll switch him to the CDM position as well. I'll even just do that right off the bat so I don't have to do that afterwards, right? So I'm going to have him on cover center as the only instruction, but then the rest will be on stay back while attacking cover center for the other CDM. And then, well, in the fullback area, I'll be able to test out what he's like as a defender anyways, because the base card stats looking real nice. So what I'll do, guys, I'll give him an anchor. I'll give him an anchor because if I give him the anchor, I'll be able to test out his dribbling and see whether or not you need to improve it. So let's get into a game, see how he plays. Hopefully he's a beast. All right, let's see what the Jazz is. Ooh, Thomas Meunier already with a defensive presence. Let's get it. Oh, his dribbling is actually good. Yeah, guys, anchor chemistry style. You don't have to give him an engine. Good. It's not, like, incredibly sloppy. That's actually very, very important. Thomas Meunier's tracking right there is actually really solid. Like the way he kept on chasing after that one dude up top. Positioning was great there. Didn't move into the middle. I hate when fullbacks move into the middle, man. Oh, it bothers the heck out of me, man. It only makes sense when, like, there's nobody else there. When players are already there and they keep doing it. Not necessarily ideal. Good. See, center back is in the position. Thomas Meunier remains at the bottom of the pitch. Doesn't have to move into the middle because the center back is there. Look at his dribbling, guys. His dribbling really isn't that bad, bro. I'm telling you. It's really not that bad. That's like pressure, obviously, but it's not a card that requires an engine. I would not put an engine on him at all. Nice pass there at Meunier. Might actually be able to score the opportunity now. Little finesse shot. Messi, the best finesse shot player in the game, misses that one. Great finishing, EA. Nicely done. And that's why people don't really do these types of shots, guys. They're not consistent. Like, you need to get close to the goalkeeper, go for, like, a ball roll touch. You know, the FIFA mechanics. But Thomas Meunier did a good job right there, man. The pass was actually pretty nice. We get a penalty. Thomas Meunier, you got any penalties on you? He has 75 penalties. Oh, you're going to dive to the right side? Boys, he's ego challenging me, man. You know I got to go right side now. Come on, man. You know I got to go right side. Like, you can't just tell me I'm going to go right side. He's ego challenging, bro. Oof, almost got that near post strike there with Messi. Let's see what his chase after is like. His chase after isn't great, guys. So in my opinion, okay, so here's a cool thing about Thomas Meunier's card, right? If you are going to use him as a fullback, I wouldn't recommend using him as a balanced fullback. You know, like someone that actually runs forward. I definitely wouldn't recommend that with Thomas Meunier's card. On stay back while attacking, however, I do feel like the card will actually be a very solid fullback to have in your team. The thing about Thomas Meunier is that, like, whenever he does actually push forward, he comes back into the defensive areas really fast. And again, that's why I really like the high work rated players, because they just understand that they need to be more defensive oriented. What I've noticed with Thomas Meunier as a fullback on balance instructions is that he is 100% more defensive oriented than he is attacking oriented under regular custom tactics and instructions. So that's his base characteristic, right? So for me personally, I think he would definitely fit the stay back while attacking instruction really well for the fullback area. What I am going to be doing next is I'm going to go ahead and try him out in the CDM position. Okay, so I'll be honest with you guys, man. Thomas Meunier, don't use him as a CDM. Like, it's just... he doesn't belong there. You can kind of tell when a player belongs there and when he doesn't belong there. Like, he just feels like he's... like, you can use him there if you want, but, I mean, he feels like a fullback, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, his dribbling is definitely doable, guys. You don't have to, like, worry about it too much, in my opinion. See, we're still using Thomas Meunier on balance instructions. You can see how fast he moves back into position. What we're going to do for the second half is we're just going to use him on stay back while attacking, you know, like normal, and see what's up. All right, guys. So final verdict on this Thomas Meunier card is that you know, for 52K, you can't go wrong for the concept of the card, but it is a usable version of his card. I don't think it's like special in any way, but I did have fun for whatever it was, right? So you know, the fact that he's a player that plays in the Bundesliga, that has Borussia Dortmund links, Belgian links, stuff like that, cool little variables to work with. I wouldn't put the card in the midfield. You guys can try it out yourself. You guys may like it. It's not a personal thing that I enjoyed using when he was when I was using him as one of the center defensive mids. However, playing in the right back position or center back position is definitely the positions you want to look at when using this card on your team. If you use him as a fullback, I don't recommend balanced instructions. Mostly, you want to use the stay back while attacking. He's a type of player that's going to really stick to the side there when defending, especially if you're facing off against someone who likes to play this like really wide variation, right? So he's not going to really cut inside into the middle that often. But yeah, he definitely feels mostly like a center back or fullback, which is nice because, you know, on stay back while attacking, having a player that is 4-star is nice to have. However, at the end of the day, you will always feel that agility and balance. Even if you were to give him the engine chemistry style, which you definitely can to make him feel a little bit more light on his feet, especially chasing after someone with his agility, it could be a thing that you may want to consider as well. Because, you know, to be honest, I think his base stats for defending and physical is pretty solid. I don't know how relevant the aggression is going to be unless you are actually in a defensive position. So between both the chemistry styles, it's really just going to depend on how you want to play with him, right? But for me personally, if I were to put him in my squad for the fun concept, anchor chemistry style would be the one. So hopefully you guys enjoy this review today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.